don't I don't live with my mind every day uh, wondering what heaven's going to be like. But there's some such great reality about it, particularly when you get to be 81 years old. The the fact that death is a reality. We know it. We see it all the time. We see it with good people and bad people, and that may give us some reason to believe everybody's going to be there. But I'm not sure that that's interpreting the Bible exactly right. I do think that there are going to be more people there than some of these narrow churches preach, like the television preachers. I think more than the most Baptists believe. I don't say the most Baptists. I don't know most Baptists, but I always I hear sort of a joke in a way of say, well, it sounds like a Baptist, in that we're going to be there. The Methodists sort of believe that too, and I believe that too. We'll do what we can do and let God do the rest. I don't want to die, but I don't think it's fear. It's separation. There's pain in separation and inadequacy. Some of these things like that are associated with death. I try to take all the medicines that anybody offers me, and yet I'm not getting much better. It's just strange. I've got some kind of a lack of strength that I feel, and that's where I'm living every day now. My legs swell, that my feet swell in my shoes, and there are some symptoms I didn't have in other sicknesses. And that makes us do just like you, jump. It gets our central attention for a while, and we wish we had been able to do more, but all we can do is what we can do. And I can tell you that your attention to my role in your lives is a joy to me. It's a reassurance. And I know there are things that I've done wrong, but I've hoped I've done right in a lot of ways. I remember things I've said that I shouldn't have said, and I wish I could call them back, but I can't do it. I remember an old man. Let me tell you this. I remember an old man up in near the Virginia line who came to the parsonage when they were talking about they were going to build a new parsonage, and the preacher would have a nicer place to live, and one of the churches was going to do it all. Some wealthy people that moved in on that dam down there. It's on the state line. And Jesse Helms has a place down there. And anyway, they met in the old parsonage, and we discussed it. And this old man there began to squeeze me and say, "Who's going to have control over the parsonage if we don't give anything in it? Are we going to have any say so about it?" And I said, "Well, it'll have to be handled as a Methodist parsonage, and and I answered it the best I could. But it was I felt like he was saying it. We were getting ready to take him, hook, line, and sinker. And so I tried to explain it to him. Then a month later, after conference, we had a new preacher there, and he called a church meeting.
Can you time out? Let me go get Max. He's crying.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to try to finish this story before he melts down.
The church met in one of the churches, a church-wide meeting.
Take your hand down.
There was a meeting of all the three churches on the charge to discuss the parsonage. One church ready there to pay for all of it. The others willing for them to pay it. Apparently, we wanted to be sure that nobody disapproved. So we got together and discussed it. The church was full of people. They were all interested. And lo and behold, before we were through, the man got up, the same old man that I had tried to explain it to in the parsonage the month before, asked the same question over again. Who's going to own the house when it's built? Well, that's why we were there, to explain that, and we explained it all night, and it just ran all over me. And I spoke to him with an unkind tone and told him that I had told him the answers to those questions earlier back at the parsonage when we had the meeting there. And I said, you want to raise some questions that have already been answered. And I didn't say it in a good voice at all. It was bad. And he walked out. I don't blame him. I shouldn't have said what I said. But those things, there haven't been too many of those things in my ministry. I try to treat everybody alike. And that's the reason sometimes my salary didn't get raised as high as the others, but I had the biggest churches, and I enjoyed that they could do things that a small church couldn't do. Of course, it's the other way around is true, too. But that's one of the things I wrote. I said that I would, and there've been other similar instances. But I love the ministry, and I enjoyed my life.